Alrighty. You know what? I just add up for funsies. I'm just gonna show the squad off real quick. It's gonna be a very, very quick one. I haven't put out any black and white stuff since probably the time I beat Lenora, which was like probably a month ago or something like that. So I don't know. I just want to show it off. It's a lot of fun. Just I don't know, doing this. Just some good old goofy Pokemon showcase. You know, like when you're a kid and shit, you want to show off the squad. So I don't know. I just want to be like, you know what? Why not? Right now I got my boy Shamra up here. He's kind of an HM slave at the moment because that's just how post game is. I'm eventually gonna teach it dive for the relic stuff and all that, but I mean that's just how it is for the time being until I clear that out. Honestly, one of the dumbest things I've ever seen, like that whole relic shit. But that's what it is, so it's alright. It's whatever. He had some nice moves before. I had instead of waterfall, I think I had slash, but I want swords dance. I think. And the reason I got rid of it is because it's a TM, so I can always teach him it naturally, which is cool. He's been pretty useful. Most of the fights, I'd say he's pretty important. The stab surf has always been insane, and now I have a better option in Hydro Cannon, which unfortunately only has 90 accuracy, which kind of sucks. What? Don't show your booty. What the fuck? So yeah, he's been through everything with me, thick and thin. Met him at the beginning, kept him around because I mean it's awesome. Hello. Anyways, Stoutland is my boy. He had return instead of strength, and that return literally won me entire gyms and fights just single-handedly. Choice Scarf return on Intimidate, entering with a plus attack, Stoutland. Nuts. Stoutland is such a good Pokemon. Competitively, it's had a pretty good history. Only in Gen 5, though. From what I've heard. And just seen from YouTube videos, which is kind of unfortunate. But, I mean, when it cooks. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, in this sense, it's a 1v1 thing, so Intimidate just makes more sense. So, yeah. Great moveset in Wild Charge, Dig, Crunch, and Return. For me, it's just the coverage matters. I know Choice Band's an option, but there's so many times where I come across a flying type, or, I'd say something that's just a little bit faster than me, and it really pisses me off. Getsus is Hydreigon, for an example. I just returned that bitch, and then he died. So yeah. Whimsicott, I don't think I need to say much. Amazing Tailwind Sarah. Lives through everything. Wonderful Pokemon. Probably one of the only reasons I also beat Getsus and I felt like was pretty hard. I didn't take Reshiram because I wanted to beat it with my squad. And Fuckboy right here, he's the reason why. And the way I named him, originally I wanted my Whimsicott to be named Fluffy, but I never got it. So then I'm like, you know, out of curiosity, what if the one Whimsicott I decide to name just ends up being Fuckboy? For fun, right? I just said that for fun. It actually happened. Which was hilarious, so. Yeah. Wonderful prankster user. Speedy as hell. Yeah, probably the fastest among the squad by far. Amazing. Charm. I don't know where I'd be without this move. Absolutely ridiculous. Stun Spore, Tailwind, U-turn just to bail him out real quick. So yeah. Amazing. This guy. Elite Force did not stand a chance in the face of him. Oh my god. Sigilif, pretty bulky. Really bulky. I did not think it was that bulky, but honestly, impressed me time and time again. I never thought that, you know, this stupid looking one-eyed Illuminati looking ass thing Could be so good, but it is a wonderful mon. Absolutely wonderful. Energy Ball, Shadow Ball combo, it clears half the game. Because Stab, Shadow Ball is just that strong. Energy Ball, like, I think Energy Ball, Air Slash, just half the game right there. Fucked completely. We're talking grass types, bug types, water types, ground types, rock types. Psychic fucks over poison types, fighting types, and Shadow Ball for them ghost and psychic types. This guy right here, unless it's a fire, and like there's nothing in this game that really screws it over completely. Because I mean, Psychic Life Orb, Sigilyph 163 base special attack. Like, what are they gonna do? Yeah, I mean, like, this thing hits as hard as Stoutland with Life Orb. And Magic Guard, it doesn't even take damage from Life Orb, which is like absurd. The main like drawback from Life Orb is negated because of it. It's ridiculous. Amazing, amazing Pokemon. Has gotten me through so much bullshit. This guy. This thing is the dumbest yet most niche thing I've ever seen, and I love it. Vanillix is interesting because I do need that Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon has come in clutch so many times. But it's that Leftovers Hail Blizzard combo alongside Protect that I came up with that really makes me just grin. Because Vanillix, if it's not super effective, it can take hits for days. It really can. It's just Ice is such a horrible type. Rock, Fire, Fighting, Steel make up 80% of all the game moves. You know, like that's like 80% of all moves right there. But that 20%, this thing just walls them completely. I was blizzarding that like N's team got blizzard maybe like 7 times, and just every time was devastating. Every single time. And it's like in between blizzards, just protect real quick. Heal for like 1/8 of your HP, and then just keep blizzard hitting them for days. You know what I mean? Like the healing plus blizzard, like it's just absurd, absolutely absurd, and I love it. So yeah, he's not the greatest thing. He really is not that good. Like in 80% of all situations, even 90% of all situations, he was pretty terrible. He was great against Skyla, but other than that, awful Pokemon. But when he shines, he really does shine. It's really fun to just spam Blizzard against, and like Ice is offensively great. Offensively, it's wonderful. Think of all the dragons and ground types and grass types. Like, it's good. It's good against shit. Just it sucks that 90% of the time, but that 10% of the time is wonderful. Bullshit. And this godforsaken thing. I'm a very mixed man, because at first I was like, oh, this thing's awful. I get shift gear immediately at 54. Or 52, I don't know when. But I finally get shift gear. And this Pokemon goes from complete mediocrity, complete bum-ass type shit, to the greatest thing I've ever had. The Wide Lens, for me, is necessary because that accuracy issue on Gear Grind is actually really serious. By the way, just for clarification, it's 85, which on paper doesn't sound bad, but you'd be surprised how many times this thing misses. Right? It's gonna miss 15 times out of 100, which is a lot of times. It's really unfortunate with this thing because offensively it's great. With Gear Grind, if it's super effective, Gear Grind actually like 2-hit kills everything. And by 2-hit, I don't mean you need to press the move twice. I mean the move does its attack twice, and that's it. I'm up against a Boldore. I'm up against a Vanillux or Vanillish or whatever. Like, this thing made work of Team Plasma. Except Scraggy, like, there was nothing they could do. They just had to sit there and watch this thing cook them. It was ridiculous. Like, Team Plasma just had to sit there and die. Like, it was amazing. But it also sucked that, for the longest time, it was awful. I'd just switch it in for a pivot or something. If a fight was giving me trouble, but that's it. Because Steel's a good typing. But, and this ability, this minus, are you kidding me? Well, who's gonna use it? But after a while, and after Shift Gear, it's completely different mod. Saved my ass on Ghetsis, saved my ass on N. It came down to my last mon, and it just clutched the fuck up. And wonderful teammate. Unfortunately, I can't learn any physical electric moves, which is actually soul crushing, but like, I wish this thing had wild charge. If it did, it'd be so useful, but only do so much, right? Thunder Wave, Shift Gear, Gear Grind. It's probably the main core. Honestly, thinking about getting rid of Discharge, but Discharge is kind of there in case Statling goes down. So that's just me. I'm just saying. So yeah, that's it. That's the squad. Just kind of a little fun video to fulfill my childhood wishes and shit. And yeah, see ya.